Today we're doing that super popular Korean makeup look. Before anything, we cannot skip skin prep. Just lightly hydrate your skin like this, wipe it over your face. For areas that tend to cake, like the sides of your nose and the corners of your mouth, gently rub a bit more to remove dead skin so the makeup will sit better later. Next, apply this lotion and massage it in until it's absorbed. For primer, I'm using this purple tone correcting base to even out my skin tone. I like using a foundation brush to apply a thin layer like this. You don't need much. Just a light layer to brighten up the whole face. Let's have a quick sip of pure matcha. Okay, moving on to base makeup. I'm using this foundation. I actually tested it recently, and I was surprised. It lasts really well. When I got home at night, my makeup still looked intact. The cap even comes with a dual color concealer palette. You can use that to cover redness around the nose. The texture is pretty moisturizing. You can just use your fingers to cover acne and acne marks. Now squeeze a bit onto your hand and apply with a brush, again, a thin layer. The finish is very creamy and glowy. Since it's hot lately, keep your base as light as possible, but layer a bit more in the center of your face. That makes the base look more solid and last longer. Use a big makeup puff like this to easily blend your base and achieve a flawless finish. Next, contour. Start from the nose bridge. Since I usually do Korean makeup, the nose bridge, the mountain route, is kept subtle. My mid-face is already long, so if I make it too defined, it'll look even longer, so I keep it soft. Use a small brush to blend it out. While shading the nose, lightly connect it toward the bridge area. This brush feels so soft, like tapping a marshmallow on your face. Now let's highlight. This step is important because the center of the face should look full. I'll highlight the upper forehead since my brow bone is prominent but my forehead isn't very full. Keep the highlight within the inner contour area. Blush time. I picked these 3 shades. Use this one as a base and spread it a bit wider. It's a soft pink purple tone. Tap a little onto the eyelids too, and across the nose bridge to add that cute vibe. Then switch to a smaller brush, take this slightly brighter shade, and tap it on the center of the face, mainly the apples of the cheeks. Keep this area smaller, it's just for layering. Now set everything with a light blue powder pressed all over the face. Using a fluffy brush gives a more translucent finish. Lightly conceal the tear troughs and dark circles with a small concealer brush. For brows, mix these 2 shades. First define the tail, then blend toward the front. Do the same on the other side. Using eyebrow powder instead of pencil creates a soft, misty finish that looks more natural and youthful than the harsh lines of a pencil. I usually pair this with a light brow mascara so the brows don't stand out too much. For eyeshadow, use the same palette. Take this pink shade and apply it all over the upper and lower lids, especially the under eye area. Mix these 2 shades and deepen just the outer corner a little. If the eyeshadow looks uneven, use a big brush and lightly blend everything. It'll instantly look more seamless. For aegyo-sal, mix the same brow shades. Mark a point slightly lower than usual. Korean style means bigger aegyo-sal, then blend forward and backward. Highlight it using a matte highlight shade. Curl your lashes, then apply eyeliner using an angled brush, very beginner friendly. Fill in the lash line, then slightly extend outward and lift it just a bit. For camera, you can go over it with liquid eyeliner to define it more. Apply mascara. Just lightly for the top lashes, and make the bottom lashes look longer and slightly fuller. For lashes, I'm using these glue-free ones. They look naturally full but still suitable for daily wear. Now the final touches, clean up the center of the face and highlight areas like the inner corners, sides of the nose, and mouth corners. This makes everything look more refined. Highlight the inner corners and lightly across the tip of the nose. Add some highlight to the outer brow bone for structure. If the blush looks too light, layer a bit more, but only in the center. This look is supposed to emphasize that pink-purple tone, so adding more is okay as long as everything stays cohesive. Finally, lips. I'm layering 2 products. First, use Lancome shade 03 as a base, apply with a lip brush and blend the edges naturally. Then take this Charlotte Tilbury shade and apply a bit in the center. Blend it out with your fingers. It has a slight purple tone that matches the overall look. When doing bold colored makeup like this, the key is keeping all the colors cohesive. That way, even if the makeup is a bit heavier, it won't look weird when you go out.